Hey, it's Eli Johnson with POCculture.com. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Hi.
So first of all, amazing film, standout film, and of course we got to get to the heart of everything from the genesis. When you guys were presented with the script, what really attracted you to the roles? Because both of your characters are extremely unique, extremely distinct, and you guys embody them so well. What kind of attracted you to the roles initially, Lee?
For me, as I have been saying, to play a Chinese American from the 1930s in the Mississippi Delta with a very thick Southern accent, which is very, very rare and uncommon. So, as an actor, it was a challenge that I was really excited to take on.
And for me, it was Ryan. It was, thank God I've been working with some great directors for a long time, but I was on television recently for a long time. So to get back into film and work with one of the greatest working directors currently, that was the draw. So, we had to go be locked in a room and sign an NDA and all this crazy stuff to read the script. So it was less about the character and more about the big swing that this guy was taking. And the big swings that he's taken in the past, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Absolutely. And you mentioned like the time frame and the time period of the piece. What level of research went into that? How much of that did you find into the script versus, how much did you actually go in and say, what ways can I bring that time period into my performance? What were some of the research that kind of went into embodying this role, Omar?
For me, I consulted my elders because my aunts, uncles, and father are still living and were born in the 30s in Mississippi. I did that. Ryan and his wonderful wife, Zinzi, his producing partner, provided some documentary stuff on sharecropping. We had a great language teacher that had a lot of material as well to share. So there was stuff on the page, there was stuff in real life for me, and then there was stuff that just came out, I think, through the elders.
I love that, absolutely. And, there's one thing that I really appreciated about the film was that there was that sense of, people being outsiders, but still finding community with each other within the Black community and within the Asian community in the way that they both collaborated together on the juke joint. Lily, what kind of, how did you feel kind of embodying and kind of living in that space where you're in that time period? And like, what was the headspace and kind of getting into the character and kind of, finding that relation between the two worlds exactly?
I love any role that is as transformative as this one was. I love period projects, and to play someone based on a community that was such an integral part of that time was really special to me. I did a lot of research on there's a documentary on YouTube that is made by Dolly Lee, and a lot of the character inspiration came from real life people, Gilroy, Chow, Frida Kwan, even our accents. We listened to them regularly just to help us click into it. I forgot if that was the train of thought.
No, that was it.
Absolutely.
That was the research, 100%.
Yeah,
That
100%.
research, I'm telling you, the research takes you so deep. Sometimes you just get lost, even thinking about the research.
No, absolutely. And that was one of the things that really just, the way everyone was able to transform into that time period, I thought was so interesting, but also keeping it unique. And so I kind of wanted to bounce off that with a more entertaining, maybe more fun question as well is, you guys are trapped, let's say, into a soundstage. It's modern day. Who do you feel like kind of survives between the cast in its entirety? Who kind of survives the night when you guys are surrounded by zombies? Who has the best odds, do you feel like?
That's a
It's
great
dirty
question. It is
because
dirty
I would
'cause
say it's me. And unfortunately, that didn't end up working out for me in the film. So I guess I got one strike against me. But
Would
I'm
you
really
kind of
good at
collab?
not inviting people into places.
that's such a good question, but I don't know. I think I would have survived. I'd just go a little bit more strategic with that Molotov cocktail.
I mean, you invited them in. That
I
was
did.
really, I don't know about you.
Sorry.
I don't know about her.
It
I have
was
my
one of those things that
priorities.
made sense at the time, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but without me, there is no
No
third
climax.
act,
Yeah, I agree.
you
I
know?
agree. I agree.
absolutely. I
Somebody's got
think
to do it.
Yeah.
exactly. Somebody has to do it. So if you think about it, you're really the one that kind of like helped to start the killing of the vampires. So in a sense, you know, we couldn't do it without that.
Had to
So
be done.
Catalyst character.
exactly. But thank you guys so much for your time. It's been a pleasure discussing the film with you guys. Outstanding work on the film, and congratulations. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you,
Thank
Eli.
you.
Thank you.